Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about perfumes that are an EDT or eau de toilette formulation that I feel like have really good performance. So this is a subscriber requested video. Someone asked if I could go over EDT formulations of fragrances that are kind of like beast mode. Now, some of these I wouldn't say they're necessarily like beasts. They're not like nuclear or anything, but I feel like they can stand up to their eau de parfum formulations very well, and they definitely last a very, very long time. So to just kind of preface this, I'm just going to make a blanket statement and say that Guerlain tends to make really, really good eau de toilette formulations. So I, of course, have not tried every single eau de toilette formulation that they make, but the ones that I do have are incredibly good performers, and so I have found that Guerlain just does EDTs really, really well. But anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'm not going to go over notes with these perfumes at all because I really just want to talk about the performance of them more than how they smell. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is Guerlain Champs-Elysees. So this is a stunning, stunning perfume. Now, another thing that I do want to mention is oftentimes, and I know a lot of people think that eau de toilette smell exactly like the eau de parfums, except they are just like a weaker concentration. That is not always the case. A lot of times eau de toilettes smell completely different from eau de parfums. Sometimes the notes are very different. I will definitely let you know if that is the case with any of these, but I tried to stick with ones that I know are very, very similar, if not exact. They are just weaker formulations. So with that being said, I do not know if Champs-Elysees, if the eau de parfum smells exactly like this eau de toilette. I'm pretty sure it probably does. This is a mimosa fragrance, so the star of the show here is mimosa. It's really, really beautiful. This one I can spray on in the morning. I can still smell this on me when I get home from work 10 hours later, 12 hours later actually. So this one performs really, really well, and this is an eau de toilette formulation. Another one that I want to talk about is Guerlain Insolence. So I will tell you that this is the eau de toilette. I do own the eau de parfum. These smell, both of them smell exactly the same to me. The eau de parfum may be a little bit richer, a little bit heavier than the eau de toilette, but they smell identical. And this one, I just wore this yesterday. I sprayed it on in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I could still smell it on me when I got home at 6 o'clock last night. So this is definitely a beast of a fragrance. It will last forever, and it's really beautiful. This is a sugared violet fragrance, and yeah, it's just stunning. So if you are in the market to buy Insolence, I would definitely very comfortably recommend the eau de toilette version. It's just as good as the eau de parfum, and I think the longevity is definitely there. Like I say, I wore this yesterday and it lasted all day long, no problem. Another Guerlain EDT that is amazing and lasts forever is Samsara. So this, I do not have the eau de parfum version, but I'm pretty sure that the little decant that one of you sent over to me, I think that's the eau de parfum version. Let me grab it real quick, actually, because it's sitting right here. Nope, this is an eau de toilette as well, so, and it smells very, very similar. So, this is a beast fragrance. This lasts all day, all night. This will last forever on skin, clothing. I love this fragrance. It lasts forever. I've been addicted to this fragrance. I've been wearing it so much. It's a beautiful, rich, cozy sandalwood fragrance. Very spicy, very just beautiful. But this is a really, really beautiful EDT. I would, again, feel very comfortable recommending the EDT over the EDP because performance is just great on it. Another Guerlain fragrance, and this will be the last Guerlain that I talk about, is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. So This is the EDT formulation. I have not ever tried the EDP, so I'm not totally sure if there is a difference in how they smell. This, I can tell you though, for being an EDT and for being kind of a lighter fragrance, it does last forever on me. So this lasts really well on the skin, really well on clothing, and it's just a really gorgeous fragrance. So again, I would feel very comfortable recommending buying the EDT over the EDP with this one as well. And hopefully they smell relatively similar. Another EDT that performs really, really well is Replica by the Fireplace. This perfume performs really, really well. The longevity on this is great. It lasts definitely a good 8 to 10 hours on me. It projects really well. It lasts forever on clothing. I mean, you can spray this on clothing and you'll still smell it on your clothes a week later. So this is another EDT that I think is wonderful. Now, the person that asked me to do this video was asking so that she could possibly purchase EDTs because they're so much cheaper than EDPs most of the time. That is not going to be the case in this instance. Replica are very, very expensive fragrances, and well, not very, very expensive. They're $120, but you do get quite a big bottle for $120, but this is an EDT formulation that I feel like performs incredibly well. Definitely performs as well as some of my EDPs that I've got. And I will tell you that I typically tend to buy eau de parfums if I can find one over an EDT. I usually always will, just because they are stronger. I'm always looking for something that's going to last longer because I do work such long days. But sometimes it's not possible to find an EDP, so you just have to kind of rely on an EDT to do the same thing. Okay, so the next one that I have is Chanel Allure. I do own the EDT. I will tell you that my friend sent me over a decant of the EDP. I'm pretty sure hers is the EDP, and hers does smell slightly different from mine. So this is a beast though. This will last forever if you don't mind the discrepancy between how the two smell, because like I say, there is a little bit of a difference between the two. But if you don't mind, I would very easily and comfortably recommend the EDT of Chanel Allure as well, because it really is a very solid performer. And then the last one that I want to talk about, and I'm sure that I have more EDT, well I do, I've got a couple more. And the last one that I want to talk about is Stella. This is the original Stella perfume. I do own the eau de parfum, which comes in the dark purple bottle, and I also have the EDT here. So this is one where the EDT and the EDP smell almost identical. I feel like the EDT has a couple different notes in it. It's a little bit different from the EDP, but still very, very similar. You're definitely going to get the same feeling. It's definitely the same perfume. It's just possibly a little bit different. Probably a couple notes have been replaced with some lighter notes, because this is definitely a little bit lighter than the original. However, this smells really, really good, and it does last really well. This is a good performer as well. So it's definitely a little bit lighter. The formulation is a little bit lighter and brighter, and I think that's what it's meant to be, a little bit lighter, brighter, crisper from the original, but still a really solid performer for being an EDT. And again, if you don't mind a little bit of a discrepancy between how they smell, I would definitely feel comfortable suggesting buying the EDT version of this as well, though I don't know that it is any cheaper than the original. So okay, now let's get into what is on my eyes, lips, and my fragrance of the day. So on my eyes, if you watched my last video, you'll already know. On my eyes is Gimme Butterflies by ColourPop. This is just a really beautiful kind of pink, purpley peach palette. I did go in with this shade here, which is kind of a soft mauve-y color. I then went in with this pretty much over the entire lid, which is one of those kind of matte bases with a bunch of gold glitter through it. But it's like a deep eggplant purple. And then I went in with the glitter topper, which they say that you are not supposed to use the glitter. Every shade that has glitter in it, even this matte shade, it says not intended for use in the immediate eye area. I think that they're just being over cautious though, just in case somebody gets something in their eye, and so that they can kind of cover their tracks and say, hey, we told you it's not supposed to be, you know, used on the eyes. But I did use this glitter on your eyes, and I do know that they're not meant to be used on the eyes, or you're not supposed to, but I use them. So that is what I have on my eyes. On my lips is Thistle from Bite Beauty. This is just an amuse, one of their amuse-bouche, lipsticks in Thistle. It's just a cool toned kind of gray purple color that I really like. And then my scent of the day is Whispers in the Library by Replica. This is another EDT. This one isn't the greatest performer. This is definitely not as strong of a performer as By the Fireplace, but again, it is still an EDT that is decent. It's definitely decent. So that is my fragrance of the day. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.